Hey, what's going on, everybody? Michael Gentile, your Thrifting Goomba, coming back at you with a video. And I've been wanting to make videos on setting up Amazon. What are some of the basics of Amazon? How to source uh, Amazon? How to take the product you find, how to get it into the system, and then how to then take those products, prep them, and prepare them for an FBA shipment. So this is going to be a three-part series. This is part number one, and I'm going to share my screen with you. So again, welcome. I'm glad you could join me. Excuse me. So selling on Amazon, three-part video series. Signing up for an account. It's not just signing up for an account. It's every other thing that does with that, and giving the basics of an account. Looking for product, how to start to begin to add them to your inventory, and creating an FBA shipment. So that's going to include the prep and all the other good stuff. So part one, signing up for that account. So I don't know if you know this, but there are two different kinds of accounts with Amazon. The first type of account is called a professional account. The next account type is a individual selling type. Now, within these two accounts, there are two types of selling plans, FBA and FBM. And after I discuss these guys here, I will talk about that. So you might be thinking, or you might be asking, hey, what's the difference? Well, I'm glad you're thinking it. For those of you who might have been talking to the screen, I'm glad you asked it. So, professional selling plan. You pay $39.99 per month on top of the other fees that you have. And just like as if you sell, on eBay, Mercari, one, you know that you have the different fees. So you have the same type of stuff. You can sell in 20 or more categories. You can apply for permission to sell in 10 extra categories. You do have to meet requirements, but you'll be able to sell in those accounts. Open it up even more for you. What are some of those? Automotive, beauty, gourmet, healthcare. Those are some of the few. Now, another piece is you'll be able to use feeds and spreadsheets and other tools to load in your inventory. There are third-party software that you can use that you can do your work in there and upload it. You can just create an Excel spreadsheet on your own computer and directly upload. Or you can do like I do. I do, one by one, because I don't get a lot of one particular quantity of a product. I get a lot of product, but ones or twos. So to create a spreadsheet, it's a lot more work than uh, basically just doing one by one. And again, that'll be in part two. You'll learn more about that. Access to order reports and order related feeds. Same type of thing, some third party software, but you'll be able to also log on to something called Seller Central. Uh, that's basically the hub of where you're going to go for your day-to-day stuff. But you'll be able to go there and get all kinds of reports. Earn top placement on product detail pages. So you got, as people do generic searches, or when people are searching for things, your stuff, when you have a professional seller account, you have a tendency, you will move up in placement. Think of search on eBay as you're higher in the search, you're higher in the placement. Customized shipping rates. Now, not sure why you want to use this. I don't use it, but if you wanted to charge flat fees for shipping for people who don't have Prime, you can. That's up to you. That's up to your discretion. And the last one, number 8 here, which is a good one, is you have the ability to create a new listing for a product not on Amazon. What does that mean? You can create your own bundles. You can do a private label, create a product. You can find a variety of a product that is not listed on Amazon, and you'll be able to list it. Very important feature right there. Opens up a lot of avenues for you. Now, the next kind of account is called an individual selling account. So what is that? Well, number one, first thing is you're going to pay 99 cents for every single product that you sell. Not that you send in, sorry, but that you sell. So if you sell 50 products under an individual plan for the month of January, you're going to pay 50 bucks basically to as a listing fee per se, on top of all of your other fees. I have a professional account. If I sell 500 items in the month of January, I only pay $39.95. Sorry, 99. That's it. That's all I pay. You can sell in those 20 categories, same as a professional, but you'll be unable to sell in a lot of those other categories that a professional seller can apply for. Automotive, business to business, collectible coins, gourmet food, shoes, handbags, sunglasses. You will not even be able to sell them. You won't be able to apply. Nothing. It'll just say restricted. You can't do it. And it is what it is. So as you continue and you are trying to figure out, hey, okay, I got the seller plans. I understand that part. The next piece that a lot of people have a hard time getting or understanding, some people, is FBA or FBM. What does it mean? How does it work? It's actually very simple, and you'll see that here in a second. So basically, first, FBA means fulfillment by Amazon. So what does that really mean? Okay, so Amazon. So it means you're going to send your products to Amazon's fulfillment center. They're going to store them, they're going to pick them, they're going to pack them, and they're going to ship them for you once you sell them. So basically, you sell it, Amazon ships it. Think about that as basically Prime. For all of you that have a Prime account, Prime. You have the ability to get that next day services. That's really what it is. Now, I know if you don't have Prime, you still go ahead and that's still the same thing, but most people think of Prime and FBA together. The other method of selling on Amazon is FBM, means fulfilled by merchant. That's you. You're the merchant. So what does that mean? You're going to go out and find product. You're going to take that product. You're going to list it on Amazon, but you're going to store it somewhere. You're going to pick it. You're going to pack it. You're going to ship it once it gets sold. I will tell you that if you're doing FBM, unlike a lot of other selling sites, you're required to put a packing slip in. So you want to make sure you have a printer that can print out a packing slip. So basically, you sell it, you ship it. Again, eBay, Poshmark, Mercari, that's basically what FBM is. That's how it gets sold. So now you're probably thinking, but should I open up a professional account or should I open up an individual account? Because you're saying, hey, professional, I get it. Individual, I get it. FBA, FBM, I like that stuff. That's good. I like that. But really, what's the difference? What's going on here? So the way I look at it is you have to ask yourself a few questions. First and foremost, will I sell more than 40 items per month? And I will tell you right now, if you're going to make Amazon a viable income stream, then you're going to want to sell more than 40 products a month. It just makes sense to send in as much as you can and sell and sell and sell. Now, I understand you don't have a lot of money, and you're thinking, man, I don't know if I can, I don't know if I don't have enough money to keep reinvesting to get all that, that's fine. I get it. You could always start out with an individual and then upgrade any time. Other things to consider though. Do you want to be ungated in those? Do you want to be able to sell in those categories that are, gated to individuals accounts? I would be able to apply for those. Because if you don't have a sell pro account, you can't. You can find the greatest piece, in automotive. You can find something great in health and beauty. But it doesn't matter. You're not going to be able to sell it. You're not going to be able to get approved. Do you want your listings to qualify for the buy box? Now, I'm going to switch screens one more time and show you what the buy box is, because a lot of people don't understand the buy box. Buy box is this piece right here. When you have the buy box, it'll say ships from whoever, Amazon, sold by, and then your name, right? So it'll say ships from Amazon, sold by Joe's Wholesaling LLC. That is the buy box. If you don't have the buy box, then you're going to be over here with these 25 new. Let's say we're selling new. So for someone to buy from you, they have to click here and then scroll down, know your company's name, and then say add to cart. Whereas if nobody cares about that, they just click right here, buy it now, or add to cart. So you want to have the buy box. The buy box is very important to have. So, signing up for an account. How hard is it? How easy is it? The first thing I'll tell you is this. Whether you're going pro account or you're going individual account, you need all the same information. The sign up is the same, except for one thing. What button you click on Amazon.com. And I'm going to show that to you now again by sharing a different screen. So, you come in, you log into your Amazon account, and here you are, and you have all this stuff, and you say, you know what, I want to sell on Amazon. So what you need to do is scroll down to the bottom. Let's keep on going until you get to the bottom, and you'll see right here, sell on Amazon. You will click on that. Now, at this point, you need to know whether or not you're going to do the individual seller, or the pro. If you want to do the pro, you don't leave this screen at all. Okay? Again, if you want to do the pro, you don't leave this screen at all. You click right here where it says start selling, and you see it right below it. $39.99 a month, additional selling fees. But if you want to create an individual account, you need to scroll down, because in little bitty writing, they have it right here. Just a few items to sell? Click right here. Now, again, whether you're an individual or you're the pro, it doesn't matter. What you need is the exact same information. So, what information is that you need to sign up for an account? I'm glad you asked that question. So, you need a business name, you need an address, and you need contact information. Now, excuse me a second. Business name. If you already have a professional business, obviously you might want to use that name. You might not want to use that name. If you're a popular, on YouTube, and you have a lot of followers, and you haven't done Amazon, but you want to set up for Amazon, and and your whatever your YouTube name is you may not want to use it there because you know how you may not want people knowing what your store is. So you can call it whatever you want to call it. You'll need an internationally chargeable credit card with a valid billing address. What they will do is they will charge $1 to it to make sure it works. And then the reason why they have that there is if there is, for whatever reason, not enough money in your account and you had some returns or something along those lines, they would have to charge you so they can, get paid. A phone number where you can be reached while you're doing this whole process. They may call you. They didn't call me. I don't know of anybody they call. Maybe you'll be the lucky one that they decide to call. I don't know. Your tax identity information, what is that? Well, you have to fill out a W-9, I believe it is. So you'll have to fill in all that normal information. Driver's license. I know I had to have my driver's license. I had to make a copy of the front and the back. I just did it on my scanner, and I saved it off as a JPEG. The first time I tried, I did this information and the next information, which is a bank statement. I did them as PDFs, and there was something that was missing or something was not going over right when I was attaching them to my account and sending them. And I had a hard time setting up my account. It took me a couple of weeks of going back and forth, and it shouldn't take that long. So I recommend sending those as a JPEG. That will help you out a lot. And then you submit and you wait. Um, how much time it takes, it all depends on who gets your information and how long it takes them to verify it. But once you do get verified, the next big step you want to do is you want to do something you want to go to Seller Central. What is Seller Central? Seller Central is the hub that you will go to when you're first starting out. Now, if you use third-party software for things, you may go there and do some stuff. I don't use third-party software yet, but I would go ahead and definitely use Seller Central to make sure that where all my information is. That's where all my information is. That's where I want to go. So how do I get to Seller Central? Very simple. I'm gonna use this address, sellercentral.amazon.com. I'm going to go there. It's going to ask me to log in. You'll put in your email address, your password when you set up your account. Very, very simple. And Seller Central will show, and I'll show that screen in a second. What you will do from there is the first thing you should do is you need to, learn about Amazon. And what's cool is they have this thing called Seller University. And to get there, you'll move your mouse over to Performance at the top of the screen, and then you'll click on Seller University. And I will share my screen to show you that. So when you come into Seller Central, you'll have a whole bunch of other stuff. I'm not going to show you that because it has, some information, the first screen that you don't necessarily want to share with people. But you would come to this top part of the screen. As you see, it changes. You have the catalog and the inventory, and I will go over this in our setup video. But what you want to do is come over here to Performance, come over here to Seller University. And Seller University, let me move myself out of the way. Seller University actually, I'm going to put myself over here. Sorry about that. Seller University has tons of information for you to look up. It's in here. I have not been able to find something that I had a question on by coming here. Everything that I've come here for, I have had be able to find the answer. It's a place you want to go. It's a place you want to learn, quick start, manage your account, how to list a product, detailed pages, fulfillment by FBA programs, all this kind of stuff. There's a piece down here, regulatory compliance. Regulatory compliance, hey, dangerous goods, all this other kind of stuff. You could actually take a required training for sellers of pesticides. For some strange reasons, there are products that are classified as pesticides. You need to go there, take that class. It opens it up for you. Again, it's that whole piece of opening up an avenue for you to gain another, product line to be able to sell. Seller Central becomes your friend. Seller University becomes your best friend because all your information is there. And again, you have all this stuff up here that you will that you can go to. And like I said, get a little more into this as we go along. There'll be certain things I'll be able to show you. I won't be able to show you other things just from a privacy standpoint. But going back, and that's really, what you have to do. So that is the end. What I would like to tell you is that, it's easy to get started. It doesn't take a lot of time. You have to just be consistent. You may go through the process. Make sure you're filling out all the information. Give them everything that they ask for. If you don't, it takes longer. If they ask for a certain thing, what I found out is you give them that one thing. Don't give them what you think they want. Don't give them what you foresee them asking a question about tomorrow or later on. Give them exactly what they ask for, nothing more, nothing less. Because the thing is, get your account set up as soon as possible. That's what you need to do. You need to get that account set up as soon as possible. Because if you can't get the account set up, you can't go out there, you can't find products, you can't get them into the system, you can't get them listed, you can't get them prepped, you can't get them to FBA. So you can go out and find great stuff, but if you don't get your account set up, not a lot you can do. So, again, if you have any questions, drop them below in the comment section. If you don't want to do that, you can send me an email at thethriftinggoomba@gmail.com, and I'll get back to you and answer your questions. And as always, go out there and make them an offer that they can't refuse. Have a great evening. Good night.